This looks like a lost cause, doesn't it? The leaves feel limp, the stems have turned brown, and there's that unmistakable sour smell that warns you something's gone wrong. It's discouraging, I know, but don't toss it out just yet. Stay with me, because I'm going to show you exactly how to bring your Christmas cactus back from the edge. And yes, it can bounce back. By the time we're done, yours could be standing proud again, just in time to show off those gorgeous holiday blooms. Before we jump into the revival process, make sure you subscribe and tap the little bell icon so you don't miss any of my upcoming plant rescue guides. All set? Great, let's save that cactus. You know, I get messages all the time from people saying, "I think I killed my Christmas cactus." It always makes me smile because believe me, I've been there. My very first cactus was a gift from my aunt years ago. I thought showing it love meant watering it every other day. Turns out I was drowning it instead. One morning it just flopped over like wilted spinach. I almost gave up. But something told me to keep trying, so I researched, experimented, and watched closely. 2 weeks later, I spotted tiny new buds. That's when it clicked. These plants are stronger than they look. All they need is patience, care, and the right approach. And that's exactly what I'll walk you through today. So if your cactus looks rough right now, take a breath, stick with me, follow these steps, and you'll be surprised how fast it recovers. Understanding what's really happening. When a Christmas cactus gets too much water, it's not just a little too damp. It's suffocating. These plants' roots are built to absorb both air and moisture. When the soil stays soaked, those vital air pockets disappear. Water fills the space, cutting off oxygen. Without it, the roots can't breathe, rot sets in, and the base of the plant turns soft and dark. That's why your cactus feels limp or mushy. It's not thirsty, it's gasping for air. The leaves lose their firmness, their color fades, and the stems may even collapse. If you catch a sour, swampy smell from the soil, that's a dead giveaway. Root rot has moved in. Think of it this way. Imagine trying to breathe underwater. That's what your cactus is going through. But here's the hopeful part. Once you understand this, you can absolutely fix it. Usually the entire plant isn't lost. Even when the top looks awful, there's often healthy life waiting just below the surface. So don't panic. We're going to find out exactly what's happening beneath the soil and show you how to bring it back. Once you learn to spot the difference between healthy and decaying roots, you'll never make the same mistake again. Step 1. Check the roots. Now let's see how serious the damage is. This part's simple but essential. We're going to examine the roots. Start by loosening the soil gently with your fingers. Don't tug or pull. Remember, the roots are already under stress. Once the soil feels loose, tilt the pot sideways and slide the plant out carefully. Place it on a towel or some newspaper to keep things clean. Now take a close look. Healthy roots are firm, smooth, and light tan or whitish in color. They should smell earthy and clean. Rotting roots, on the other hand, are dark brown or black, slimy and soft. That's the damage we need to remove. You might also notice that the base of the cactus, the section where the roots meet the stems, feels soft or discolored. That's a warning that rot is creeping upward. But don't worry, we can stop it here. While inspecting, gently crumble away any soggy soil to let the roots breathe. You'll see what parts are still alive. If you're unsure about a section, give it a gentle squeeze. Healthy roots are firm and springy. Rotten ones collapse easily. Take your time here. Once you know what's healthy and what's not, you'll be ready for the next step, the actual rescue. Step 2. Trim and treat. Now we get to the life-saving part. Grab a clean, sharp pair of scissors or pruning shears. Wipe them down with rubbing alcohol or warm soapy water. We don't want to spread bacteria or fungus to the healthy sections. Look carefully at the roots again. Any that are brown, mushy, or foul-smelling need to go. Cut them off completely, trimming until you reach firm, pale-colored tissue. Don't hesitate to remove more than you think necessary. Once rot sets in, it won't heal on its own. After trimming the roots, check the base of the plant. If the lower stem looks discolored or feels soft, gently slice away the bad parts until you reach firm green tissue. That's where new life begins. Here's a pro tip. Sprinkle a little cinnamon powder on the trimmed areas. It's a natural antifungal that protects against infection and helps the plant heal faster. A small step, but a powerful one. Now your cactus needs time to rest and recover. Lay it on a clean paper towel or dry surface in a shaded, airy spot. No direct sunlight yet. Let it dry for about 3 to 4 hours, or even overnight if the roots were very wet. This allows any fresh cuts to seal and prevents bacteria from sneaking back in. Step 3. Preparing the perfect new home. While your cactus is drying out, let's get its new home ready. Christmas cacti thrive in light, well-aerated soil that drains quickly, but still holds a touch of moisture. If you already have a commercial cactus mix, that's great. Otherwise, you can easily make your own blend. Just combine equal parts of cactus soil, perlite, and coarse sand. The goal is to create a fluffy texture that allows excess water to flow through instead of sitting around the roots. When it's time to repot, pick a container with drainage holes. That part isn't optional. Proper drainage is what will keep your plant from slipping back into trouble. Add a thin layer of small pebbles or gravel at the bottom to prevent water from collecting near the base. Then pour in a bit of your soil mix. Now gently position your cactus in the pot and fill around the roots. Don't press the soil too tightly. The roots need breathing room. Once the plant feels secure and upright, resist the temptation to water it right away. I know it feels counterintuitive, but after all that trimming and drying, the cactus needs rest first. Let it focus on healing and forming new root tips before it starts absorbing moisture again. Step 4. The crucial dry period. Here's where many people undo all their hard work. They rescue their cactus, then drown it again. After repotting, do not water for at least a week. Think of this as the plant's recovery period. It needs time to settle, breathe, and rebuild strength. After that first week, test the soil before giving it any water. Stick your finger about 2 inches deep or use a wooden skewer. If it comes out clean and dry, it's safe to water. If it's even slightly damp, wait a few more days. When you finally do water, pour slowly and sparingly, just enough to moisten the soil lightly. Picture it like giving a recovering patient a sip of water, not a full glass. This gentle approach helps the roots relearn how to take in moisture properly. Make this your routine. Always check before you water. This simple habit alone can save your Christmas cactus from future root rot. Step 5. Finding the right spot. Now that your plant is safely potted, placement is everything. Choose a bright location with indirect sunlight, perhaps a windowsill with sheer curtains or a well-lit corner shielded from direct afternoon rays. Christmas cacti love brightness but dislike heat. Too much harsh light can stress an already recovering plant. Maintain a steady environment. Moderate humidity and a temperature between 18 Kelvin / 6 to 72 F is ideal. Avoid spots near vents, heaters, or drafty windows where temperature changes quickly. Consistency helps the roots regrow and encourages new healthy segments. In the days ahead, you might notice some sections looking a little wrinkled. Don't panic. That's completely normal. It's your cactus rebalancing itself and relearning how to take in water. Think of it as the plant's version of deep breathing, slow, steady recovery. Stay patient and trust the process. Within a few weeks, you'll start seeing small but beautiful signs of renewal, firmer leaves, richer color, and maybe even tiny new buds beginning to form. It's one of the most rewarding transformations a plant lover can witness. So take a step back, smile, and remember, less is more. Your cactus is healing, and your care is exactly what it needs to thrive again. Step 6. Avoiding the mistakes that undo your hard work. Before you sit back and celebrate your plant-saving success, let's quickly talk about the traps that can send your Christmas cactus right back into trouble. These are the silent mistakes that quietly undo all your effort, and the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're making them. Mistake Shum 1. Watering by routine instead of reality. It's easy to fall into a watering schedule. Every few days, same time, same amount, especially when you love tending your plants. But your cactus doesn't live by a calendar. It lives by conditions. Some weeks, the soil dries out fast. Other weeks, especially when it's cooler or more humid, it stays damp much longer. So forget the schedule, always check before watering. Stick your finger 2 inches deep into the soil. If it's still slightly moist, wait. If it's dry all the way through, that's your green light. Remember, dry roots are healthy roots. Mistake Shum 2. Using decorative pots with no drainage holes. Sure, those fancy ceramic planters look beautiful on a shelf, but for your cactus, they're a slow death trap. Without drainage, extra water collects at the bottom, and that's exactly where root rot starts. Here's a little hack. Keep your cactus in its original nursery pot, the one with holes, then place that pot inside the decorative one. You get the style and the safety. Win-win. Mistake Shum 2. 3. Planting in heavy, compacted soil. Regular potting soil holds too much moisture. For a Christmas cactus, that's like living inside a soggy sponge. It suffocates the roots and leads to collapse. Always choose a light, well-draining mix with perlite, sand, or fine gravel. That way air can circulate freely, and your plant stays healthy. These 3 habits are responsible for most cactus emergencies. Break them now and you'll likely never have to perform another rescue again. So be honest, which one have you been guilty of? Drop your confession in the comments. I'll be reading through and sharing some of your stories in the next video. Step 7. How to make your Christmas cactus bloom. Now, since you've made it this far, here's a special bonus. A little-known trick to help your Christmas cactus bloom beautifully right on schedule for the holidays. These plants are capable of producing breathtaking flowers, but the secret lies in timing and environment. To encourage blooming, your cactus needs a short rest period. The key is to imitate nature. For about 6 weeks, give your cactus at least 12 hours of complete darkness each night. That means no lamps, no TV light, nothing. You can move it to a dark corner or lightly cover it with a box at night. This uninterrupted darkness tells the plant it's time to bloom. Next, lower the temperature slightly. Keep it around 15 to 60 Fahrenheit during this period. That gentle drop acts like a natural signal, much like how trees in colder climates need a chill before flowering in spring. Oh, and here's a fun fact you can share. Despite its name, the Christmas cactus isn't from the desert at all. It comes from the lush rainforests of Brazil, where it grows on trees and rocks under shaded, humid conditions. That's why it prefers indirect light and gentle moisture instead of scorching sun or bone-dry soil. Follow these steps, and by Christmas, your plant won't just be alive, it'll be glowing with color. Picture those bright pink, red, or white blooms cascading down like tiny bells,
all the more rewarding because you brought it back to life. Step 8. Your turn. Share your progress. Before we wrap up, let's have a little challenge. If your cactus is still hanging in there after this rescue, type alive in the comments below. I'll check back in a week and respond to a few of your updates, maybe even feature your success story in the next video. Got another plant that needs saving? Drop your questions too. I'll pick a few to answer in the next upload. And that's it, your complete step-by-step guide to reviving an overwatered Christmas cactus. If you followed along, your plant is already well on its way to recovery. Give it a few weeks and you'll start seeing the transformation. Remember, gardening isn't about perfection, it's about paying attention. These resilient plants can live for decades when cared for the right way, and you've just given yours a brand new start. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss my next plant rescue tutorial, where I'll show you how to revive root-bound succulents and help them thrive again. Thanks so much for watching. Stay patient, stay kind to your plants, and I'll see you in the next video.